Hello and welcome to your channel Wellness at My Age. I'm truly glad to have you here. In this space, we talk about health, longevity, and natural, easy habits that help you maintain physical, mental, and emotional balance. In today's video, I want to share something very special with you, something that can transform your well-being day by day. Today on Wellness at My Age, you'll learn why health experts are warning that one common vegetable could increase the risk of cerebrovascular problems, and you'll discover the essential tips older adults should follow to avoid this. If you're over 60, you should stop consuming certain vegetables the way you do now. Some of them can silently raise the risk of cerebrovascular issues while you sleep. I'm Dr. Gabriel Mina, and today I want you to imagine this. You end your day with a healthy dinner, maybe a salad or some steamed vegetables, and you go to bed feeling good about your choices. But in the morning, something feels off. Your words come out slower. Your arm feels weak. Or maybe you wake up with sudden dizziness you didn't expect. Most people assume episodes like these come from fried foods or too much sugar. But here's what many don't realize. Sometimes the cause is a vegetable you always believed was your ally. Yes, a vegetable. One you've been told for years protects the heart and boosts the brain, but after age 60, it can quietly raise the risk of a cerebrovascular event while you sleep. I've seen this more times than I can count while working with older adults. Foods that strengthen you at 40 can become problematic at 70, especially when combined with common medications or eaten at the wrong time of day. But I want you to feel at ease. This isn't about fearing food. It's about understanding how your aging body processes it differently. That's why, in this video, I'll show you 9 everyday vegetables that can subtly increase the risk of cerebrovascular complications if you're over 60. And even more importantly, I'll explain how you can continue enjoying them safely. Stay until the end because the last vegetable is one most older adults eat every week, and it might be the most delicate of all. But let's take it step by step. Let's begin with a vegetable you've always seen as a great ally, but that after age 60 can become a hidden enemy for your brain. Vegetable number 9, spinach. For decades, spinach has been presented as one of the healthiest foods in the world, full of iron, magnesium, and antioxidants. However, once you're over 60, this superfood can quietly shift from friend to foe if consumed the wrong way. The reason lies in its oxalates, natural compounds in spinach that bind to calcium. In younger people, the kidneys eliminate them easily. But with age, kidney function slows down, blood vessels become stiffer, and many older adults take calcium or vitamin D supplements. This combination allows oxalates and calcium to form small particles called calcium oxalate crystals in the bloodstream. Over time, these crystals can build up and narrow the tiny arteries that carry blood to the brain, as if grains of sand were accumulating inside a thin tube. Blood flow weakens, oxygen drops, and a small clot can trigger a silent cerebrovascular event, often during the night. This doesn't mean spinach is bad. It simply means your body handles it differently after 60. To stay safe, eat spinach earlier in the day, during breakfast or lunch, when your body can process it more efficiently. Avoid combining it too often with calcium or vitamin D supplements, and talk to a doctor if you have kidney or heart issues. Spinach remains a powerful source of nutrients, but after 60, it requires specific guidelines. If you follow them, it will protect you. If not, it might work silently against you while you sleep. Let me share something briefly. Not long ago, I treated a patient named Rosa, age 72. She ate spinach every night because she believed it was the healthiest choice. Without knowing it, she also took her calcium supplement at the same time. When we adjusted her schedule and combinations, those morning dizziness episodes she feared simply disappeared. Sometimes, understanding just one detail can change everything. And before we continue, if you're finding this information helpful, I invite you to subscribe to the channel, activate the notification bell, and share this video. Here you'll find new posts every day designed to help you care for your health in a simple and practical way. Let's continue. Vegetable number 8, broccoli. For years, broccoli has been considered one of the best foods for heart health. It is rich in fiber, antioxidants, and vitamins that strengthen your defenses and support a longer life. But after age 60, broccoli can quietly become a risk. Not because of the vegetable itself, but because of how it interacts with certain medications. The key factor is vitamin K, an essential nutrient that helps your blood clot properly. When you're young, this is beneficial. But if you're an older adult taking blood thinners like warfarin, Plavix, or even aspirin, too much vitamin K can interfere with your treatment, making your blood either too thick or too thin. That delicate balance can be the difference between stable circulation and a cerebrovascular event. The real danger appears when there is inconsistency. Eating large amounts of broccoli one week and almost none the next can alter your medication levels without you noticing. You don't feel anything until your blood pressure spikes or your blood becomes too thin to clot. To stay safe, keep your broccoli intake steady, without extremes. You don't need to eliminate it. Just avoid sudden changes in how much you eat. And make sure your doctor knows your eating habits so your medications can be adjusted properly. Broccoli can continue to support your heart and brain, but after age 60, it must be consumed with balance and awareness. A little consistency can make a major difference for your circulation and long-term well-being. Vegetable number 7, romaine lettuce. For many older adults, a light dinner with a salad seems like the perfect option. Low in calories, easy to digest, and heart-friendly. But few people know that when eaten late at night, romaine lettuce can quietly increase the risk of cerebrovascular problems while you sleep. And the reason is simple. Romaine acts as a natural diuretic, meaning it stimulates the body to release fluids. In younger people, this hardly causes any issue. But after age 60, the kidneys work more slowly, blood vessels lose elasticity, and the sensation of thirst becomes weaker. You may not realize you're dehydrated, but during the night your blood becomes thicker. That denser blood struggles to move through aging arteries, making it easier for small clots to form, especially if you also take blood pressure medication or diuretics. The solution isn't to stop eating salads. What matters is choosing the right time. Enjoy romaine lettuce at midday or early afternoon, when your hydration and circulation are at their best. If you choose to eat vegetables at night, pair them with a small glass of water to keep your blood flow stable. That simple habit can prevent many problems. Romaine lettuce is still excellent for the heart and digestion, but after 60, timing makes the difference. Eaten at the wrong hour, it can place a quiet strain on your brain and circulation. Eaten at the right time, it remains that fresh, crisp ally your body benefits from so much. Vegetable number 6, raw carrots. Carrots have earned their reputation as one of the healthiest snacks. Crunchy, low in calories, and rich in beta-carotene, they support good vision. But for those over 60, eating raw carrots at the wrong time can create silent problems in circulation and brain function. Why does this happen? Raw carrots digest quickly, releasing natural sugars into your bloodstream. In younger people, the body handles that rise in sugar effortlessly. But in older adults, especially those with prediabetes, diabetes, or a slower metabolism, that spike can trigger a chain reaction. Blood sugar rises sharply and then drops while you sleep. That nighttime drop pushes the body to release stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline, tightening blood vessels and raising blood pressure at a time when your body should be resting. If you add mild dehydration to the mix, your blood becomes thicker. The ideal scenario for small clots to form and reduce blood flow to the brain. But the solution is simple. Avoid eating raw carrots alone or too late in the day. Prefer them earlier and pair them with protein or healthy fats such as hummus, nuts, or yogurt. This slows down sugar absorption and keeps your energy stable. Carrots are still an excellent source of vitamins and antioxidants. Just remember that after age 60, even healthy foods require balance and proper timing. Carrots during the day nourish you. Carrots at night can affect you without you realizing it. Let me share something I experienced recently. I treated a patient named Ernesto, 68 years old, who ate raw carrots every night while watching television. He believed it was his healthiest habit. Yet he kept waking up with frequent dizziness. When we adjusted the timing and I suggested pairing the carrots with some protein, those symptoms disappeared completely. Vegetable number 5, garlic. For centuries, garlic has been recognized as one of the most powerful natural remedies. It helps lower blood pressure, strengthens the heart, and boosts the immune system. But after age 60, Especially if you take blood-thinning medications, garlic can shift from being a protector to becoming a silent risk. The explanation is clear. Garlic acts as a natural anticoagulant. It contains allicin and sulfur compounds that reduce clot formation and improve circulation. And that is wonderful, unless you are already taking medications designed to thin the blood, such as warfarin, clopidogrel, or even a daily aspirin. Together, they can make the blood too thin, leaving the most delicate vessels in the brain unprotected. This can lead to dizziness, unexplained bruising, nosebleeds, or in severe cases, a hemorrhagic stroke. The solution is not to eliminate garlic, but to use it wisely. Avoid concentrated supplements unless a doctor approves them, and stick to small amounts in cooked meals. Cooking reduces its anticoagulant effect and makes it gentler on the stomach. Pay attention to early signs that your blood might be too thin, such as spontaneous bruising, recurring headaches, or unusual fatigue. Make any adjustments with your doctor's guidance. Garlic remains a natural treasure, but after age 60, it must be treated like a medication. Used correctly, it strengthens your heart. Without care, it can affect your brain. Vegetable number 4, onions. Onions are full of antioxidants and compounds that protect the heart. They help reduce cholesterol, fight inflammation, and support healthy circulation. But for people over 60, especially those taking blood pressure medications or blood thinners, onions can cause complications if consumed in large amounts or at the wrong times. The critical point lies in a compound called quercetin. This compound relaxes blood vessels to help lower blood pressure. Very useful in moderate amounts, but risky when combined with medications that already perform the same function. In older adults, this can cause blood pressure to drop too much, reducing oxygen flow to the brain and making dizziness, fatigue, or moments of confusion more frequent. At night, when hydration decreases, blood flow slows down. That combination can raise the risk of small cerebrovascular episodes or even fainting, especially if you eat too much onion at inappropriate hours. To keep yourself safe, I recommend using onion as a flavor enhancer, not as the main ingredient. And it is always better to eat it cooked, since heat reduces the strength of quercetin. Also avoid heavy onion-based dinners, especially when your circulation is at its lowest. Stay well hydrated throughout the day. And if you take medication for blood pressure or circulation, mention your onion intake to your doctor. From experience, I can tell you that small adjustments can make an enormous difference. Onions remain a wonderful food, but after 60 they must be enjoyed with balance. A little brings protection. Too much at the wrong time can place quiet stress on your brain and circulatory system. I remember a patient named Elena, 71 years old, who I treated a few months ago. She felt dizzy every morning and couldn't understand why. When we reviewed her routine, we discovered she was eating a large salad full of raw onions almost every night. Simply adjusting the amount and switching to cooked preparations made her symptoms disappear. Sometimes what seems small has a huge impact. Now let's move on to vegetable number 3, corn. For many older adults, corn is a comforting food. A warm corn cob, a creamy soup, or a simple bowl of corn feels familiar, soothing, and harmless. But there is one detail almost no one considers. Nutritionally, corn behaves more like a starch than a vegetable. And after age 60, that difference matters a lot. When you eat it, your body quickly converts its natural sugars into glucose, creating sugar spikes similar to those caused by refined bread. In people with slower insulin responses or weaker circulation, these sharp rises and sudden drops can quietly increase the risk of cerebrovascular issues and cardiac strain. These glucose spikes, followed by rapid drops, push the body to release stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline, narrowing blood vessels, thickening the blood, and creating the ideal environment for small clots to form during the night. But you do not need to eliminate corn from your life. You simply need to learn how to consume it intelligently. Avoid eating it at night, when your body is less active and more dehydrated. Pair it with protein or healthy fats such as eggs, avocado, or beans. This slows down the absorption of sugar. And try to view it as an occasional side dish, not a daily staple. Fresh corn on the cob is better than processed versions like corn cereals or corn-based flours, which raise blood sugar much faster. Corn is delicious and seemingly simple, But after age 60 your body processes it differently. With balance, you can continue enjoying it, as long as you avoid excess and inappropriate timing. Let me take a moment to tell you something important. If this type of information is helping you, I invite you to subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and share this content. You will find new videos here every day to help you keep your health strong, stable, and protected. It is a simple way to support this project and to ensure you never miss advice that could make a real difference in your well-being. Vegetable number 2 is asparagus. Asparagus is often seen as a clean, elegant food, commonly included in healthy eating plans. But after age 60, this refined side dish can affect your circulation if you eat it at the wrong times. Asparagus works as a natural diuretic, meaning it helps your body release water. For a younger person, this is not a problem. But in older adults it can lead to nighttime dehydration, thicker blood, and slower circulation, especially when combined with blood pressure medications or diuretics. When the blood becomes thicker, it moves more slowly through arteries that have already lost some elasticity. This raises the risk of small clots that can block oxygen flow to the brain while you sleep. The solution is simple: avoid eating asparagus late at night. Enjoy it at lunch or in an early dinner when you are still hydrating and active. Combine it with water or hydrating foods such as cucumber or melon. If you take blood pressure or kidney medications, talk to your doctor to determine whether asparagus could intensify their effects. Asparagus remains an excellent source of vitamins and antioxidants that support your heart and skin. It simply requires balance and the right moment of the day. Eat it earlier, stay hydrated, and you will benefit from it without exposing yourself to nighttime risks. And now we reach vegetable number 1, the tomato. Tomatoes are often considered a symbol of healthy eating. They are light, refreshing, and packed with antioxidants. But after age 60, this common ingredient can trigger circulation changes that resemble early signs of a cerebrovascular event. Tomatoes belong to the nightshade family, which contains compounds like histamines, tyramines, and solanine. These substances can cause inflammation and make blood vessels contract or dilate unpredictably. In brains and arteries that are already more sensitive, this can lead to dizziness, headaches, or numbness, symptoms that closely resemble early warnings of more serious problems. Their acidity also alters electrolyte balance, lowering calcium and magnesium, 2 minerals essential for nervous system and muscle stability. If you consume large amounts, especially at night, you are more likely to experience pressure fluctuations and unstable circulation while you sleep. This does not mean you must avoid tomatoes entirely. Light cooking helps reduce solanine and improves absorption of antioxidants such as lycopene. Avoid heavy tomato-based meals before bedtime and enjoy them earlier in the day. Pair tomatoes with magnesium-rich foods such as pumpkin seeds or spinach. This balance helps counteract their acidity. Tomatoes remain a valuable source of nutrients that protect the heart, but after age 60, moderation, timing, and awareness become essential. When consumed wisely, they remain an ally. If not, they can become a silent trigger. After learning about these 9 vegetables and their hidden risks, it is completely normal to feel surprised, even a bit concerned. We have always been told that vegetables are always good. And yes, in most cases they are. But as time passes, your body changes. Your kidneys filter more slowly, your blood vessels grow more sensitive, and your hydration needs shift. Even the healthiest foods can behave differently in an aging body. This is why it is not only about what you eat. It matters when you eat it, how much you consume, and what other foods or medications you combine it with. A salad at noon can give you energy, but that same salad at night could thicken your blood or lower your pressure too much. Garlic and heat can strengthen your heart, but garlic supplements combined with anticoagulant medications can make your blood too thin. Timing, balance, and awareness are the real tools for a longer, healthier life. I want to pause here because this is important. You are not powerless. The more you understand your body, the more control you gain over your health. Small adjustments, hydrating well, changing meal schedules, being aware of how your medications interact with certain foods, can give you years of better well-being without giving up the things you enjoy. Awareness is not a limitation. It is freedom. I learned this while working with a patient named Hector, 68 years old. For months he woke up with headaches without knowing why. We reviewed his entire routine and discovered he was eating heavy tomato-based dinners almost every night. Simply shifting that habit to earlier hours noticeably improved his well-being. Sometimes what seems insignificant becomes the key to restoring quality of life. Let me remind you of something important. If this content is helping you, I encourage you to subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and share this video. I publish new content every day, created for people like you who want to stay strong, informed, and protected. These small actions make it possible for more people to access information that can transform their health. Now, I want to give you an essential recommendation. This video is for educational purposes only. It does not replace personalized medical guidance. Every older adult has unique circumstances, especially those who take medications or live with chronic conditions. Always consult your doctor before making changes to your diet or supplements. Listening to your body and working with your trusted healthcare provider is the safest path to lasting well-being. Today we reviewed 9 very common vegetables that can quietly increase the risk of cerebrovascular issues when consumed improperly. From spinach and broccoli to tomatoes and asparagus. But remember this clearly, they are not your enemies. With moderation, proper timing, and an understanding of how they interact with your medications and hydration, they continue to strengthen your brain, your heart, and your vitality. Now I would love to hear from you. Which of these vegetables surprised you the most? Will you change how or when you consume them? Share your answer in the comments. Your experience may help someone else watching this video. If this content brought you value, give it a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. I publish new videos every day with the intention of helping you live with more clarity, strength, and independence. And if you want to support this mission, you can do so freely. Every gesture helps on this path toward a more fulfilling life. Stay alert, take care of your health, and keep learning. Aging does not mean decline. It means learning to live better. Before I go, I want to invite you to something deeply meaningful. Take a moment right where you are to thank God. Be grateful for life, for the opportunity to learn, for every day you gain knowledge that helps you care for your health and honor your existence. That simple act strengthens the spirit and brings peace to the soul. Thank you for being here today. I will be here tomorrow with a new video for you.